Okay, so yes, finished the game with Alcaras, and here he is to have a chat. Hello.
Hello, hello. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so that was a 75 turn game, and yeah, a little bit of a barbarian brute rush. That early conflict, which was sadly inconclusive. Yeah, I was saying it completely wrecked my economy. Let's have a look at the record. Where was it? So our early fight was, I guess, about turn 30-ish. So
Yeah,
your military
34, so
power
I think.
dips there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't even really make that much of a blip on the military graph, does it? It was would have a bit of a damp squid that fight. Felt like we killed at least 3 or 4 units each.
Yeah, I think your initial attack showed up on turn 30 with, if I recall right, like 3 warriors and 2 or 3 slingers, something like that.
Yeah, no, I guess there wasn't. There weren't too many people involved, but I remember spending 400 civics to convert one of your warriors.
Yes, I remember
Which
being annoyed by that.
felt kind of, extreme, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I was really annoyed by it. I was
Oh,
able to
good
hold
fun.
off, I think, thanks to the hunter family bonus. Like my slingers were doing a lot of damage to you, even in the forest, because
Um,
I've settled those cities as hunters, and they were hunter. I think the hunter family was friendly, and they were slingers with the sentinel bonus, so it all helped.
yeah,
But yeah,
but
wow, your economy is just nosediving during that attack.
yeah, but I think it was probably about turn 34 that I decided that I was going to run away, and yeah, losing 200 money a turn, and it's not like I really had that much in the way of resources either. Like food was, 40ish. Iron was
I think
minus 11 on turn 31. Insane. Stone was hardly better. Yeah, like 4 stone a turn. And yeah, never got any wood
yeah,
online. So yeah, just had absolutely nothing.
I was very proud of getting early stone online. I thought Scientific would be proud of me because if you go over to my artisan city in the far left of the map, you can see there's
Yes, nice,
quarries
nice
on
little.
untemperate flat ground, which normally I would never do because I'm like mountains or go home. But like, yeah,
Yeah, that just weren't mountains this map, were there? There's the volcano up
there's
here,
a
which
volcano.
interestingly you
Yeah.
didn't quarry up here at all.
I settled that pretty late when that site was already contested-ish. Like I
Right,
was worried about overinvesting in that site in case you came and killed the city.
makes sense, makes
So
sense. Yeah, because I think I mainly put quarries around the volcanoes. I don't think I did a lot of flatland quarrying, if any.
yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't
Yep.
invest in stone anywhere near as heavily as you do. Yeah, if we go back to the graphs again, so like even at the end of the game, I guess I was starting to come up, but for most of the game, I had hardly any stone production. Where you shot up after I left you alone.
Yeah, I was kind of like I need to catch up on eco and let's go. Um, but I was pretty far behind at that point because everything got derailed badly.
Yeah, so just going through the stats. So you were, yeah, a lot richer than me. You just had generally a lot more economy. I had a lot more cities than you did. What was the final city count? So you were 7 to my 12. Yeah, I expanded quite
Yep.
quickly. And then did
You took the middle of the map and my side of the map. So I think you have
yes,
four, like the two cities in the
yeah,
middle and
this is
then
the
two
middle,
more on
right?
my side.
And then
So
did you feel like you wanted to expand more? I guess it was quite difficult to get past this mountain chain here.
I didn't go past the mountain until pretty late with the scout, and at that point, like I couldn't really pull forces north. I was hoping to maybe pull a couple, but I had an active front that it was very hard to like leave with
Yeah,
anything because right, every unit matters. I mean, I have a spearman up there that was dealing with like that helped clear one of the sites, and then but yeah, I don't even know if it was worth scouting up there. I just triggered gall raids since they discovered me.
oh, right.
Before
Yeah,
they
of
didn't know I
course. They wouldn't
existed.
have been
So
raiding you before. Yeah, no, it probably would have been better to leave them alone. I don't
yeah, it
know. Did I
was an
ever meet,
interesting map.
did I ever
So
meet the Danes? I'm not sure that I did. I certainly don't think they ever raided me. Was I at peace with them?
I only saw one gall raid,
Oh, I
so
guess I guess the Danes don't
you
exist
never
for
met
me.
them.
So no, I never
Yeah.
met them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
Definitely
never went
helpful.
north. It's an interesting map because it kind of funneled us into each other. Because that all that north section, like imagine the mountains had gone the other way, it would be a very different game. Like
Yeah,
the mountains were
yeah.
vertical instead of horizontal. So I like that diversity.
Interesting bit of
Um,
mountain range there, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it mattered too much, right? It didn't hamper you not having more than, like, 7 cities is enough. You didn't need more than that. or
Yeah, I mean, I think
did you feel hampered by it?
obviously I felt hampered when I saw your cities on my border where I was planning to expand.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
um, but yeah, I mean, I just didn't have the eco, I guess, or I didn't have the military production to deal with that many onagers. I was trying to get chariots, but it came too late. I probably should have pivoted earlier, but I was really committed to getting scholarship, which didn't end up giving me that much science.
yeah.
So
That was my big worry. Chariots. If obviously I've got all my siege weapons lined up in a
yes,
very
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
little route chain there, but yeah,
Where did your horsemen come from? Because
it
like,
was
do you
a
get do,
free one from tech. I
okay.
forget what the free horseman tech is off with
You don't even have spoked wheel.
land consolidation. We got it off
Oh,
Lancon.
okay.
Because yeah, I think I had a few groves and I had obviously the clerics, so I wanted to yeah, it's quite a lot of grove resources. And I
Yeah.
wanted to, get the science from that and
And this was
boost them
pre-cleric
up.
patch when you had monotheism as well. I had to go get monotheism the hard way.
Yes, of course I
So
did start with monotheism, which is also helpful, yeah, which is where most of my science was coming from. I guess
yep,
you were
unfortunately
so
I
you went
unfortunately
scholarship.
I was going scholarship and then I never got my state religion because I burned civics on Russian units to hold you off. And that really hurt because then I don't think I built a monastery ever, which was a mistake. I just never had the tempo for it, or never made the tempo for it, or I forgot about it because I didn't get state religion. So
Yeah, yeah, it's unfortunate. Wow, 12-ton chariots that in the States in
yeah, yeah, that's
Sayala.
a total panic build of like I'm gonna have to rush this just to like see if there's anything like that. That city was not meant to be a military production center.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
fair enough.
I really only had 5 cities, not six, because that last one settled so late. Or the last this six and seven settled very late.
Yeah.
And notice I was also like I really want an arid tile for pyramids, so you'll notice the hilarious landowner boundary there for my
Right,
capital.
right. Yeah, yeah, very
And
good.
like I think there's a map marker there for the Heliopolis, so I was very concerned early game to make sure I could have somewhere to put my Heliopolis because clearly
Well,
the game was going to go to Heliopolis. So
worth planning for certainly. If you can, if it did
probably
go
not
that
not
far, it would have been good to have. Although
yeah.
talking about orders, that's another thing I noticed looking at the graphs. You have a lot more orders than I do. We're looking at like 44 to 31 at the end game, and there was a
Oh yeah,
bigger
wow.
gap.
I think when I looked at this graph I misread the colors and thought you had more than I did. Um, Yeah, that is a pretty big gap. Probably because I'm running Divine Rule, Polytheism. I've tried to build the Order Shrine everywhere.
Right.
Plus, I'm Kush, so I'm getting legitimacy from all those pyramids. Um,
Yeah. What is your legitimacy? Can you see?
I
Can
think it was
I see?
150 if I remember. I have the game open
50.
as well. So
There's no legitimacy. Oh, there
yeah,
is a
I'm at
legitimacy
I'm
graph.
at 150 right now. So
Yes, we're actually very even on legitimacy. We had
yep.
parts where we
Yeah, the other reason I
swung ahead of
surrendered
each
when I
other.
did is my new ruler who just inherited got doomed from the plague. So like that was going to be
Ouch.
brutal.
Unfortunate.
So like
The term before, I had a
yeah.
new family head of the champions who absolutely hated me. I was at a minus 300 family opinion with the
Oh my
champions.
lord, how did you solve it?
I made him the designated heir, which has absolutely annoyed everyone else in the succession, of course. But fortunately, they didn't matter that much. But yeah, that got me to merely upset rather than furious,
Yeah.
because that would have sucked quite a lot.
Curious as to your choice of dualism. That was a surprise to me. I wasn't sure.
It's a decent amount of science, right?
Yeah,
What
every city, right?
is
So
it getting me? 10
11 science,
science,
yeah,
10
science.
science, not that much really, but I guess I didn't want to invest in temples. I wasn't planning on getting doctrine, so that
Yeah,
revelation wouldn't really have helped me that much. I guess
I don't think there
Gnosticism
was a Jabal
also
Barak
really
on this
requires
map.
temples.
So
Jebel
there
Baha
was,
was actually available, yeah.
yeah. So no legs would tell you that was a good one for temples.
You probably would. But yeah, I think I didn't have enough stone to really compete for wonders. I think an ambition, or at least I really wanted to build a wonder for quite a while, but never really had the tempo to do it. Other than the ziggurat, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forget which one it was. It might even have been Jebel.
I think
But yeah,
early game I got vision of one of your cities, and I wasn't sure why I got vision.
religion or
Religion
wonder.
founding, maybe. Yeah,
So yeah, Holy City of Nineveh for Judaism, and then I built the
I had vision into
ziggurats
your
in.
capital of all things.
Yeah.
Like I could see your cap. Was that a holy city?
So hang on a minute. No, you get vision of the cap just from meeting the other
Oh,
player,
from
right?
discovering?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
is that how
should
it
always
works
have
now?
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it. I think that changed because that didn't used to be the case. So
It's been that way for a long time, but yeah, maybe at some point. Yeah, so it was just a bit of a spam. That was a ridiculous number, as you said, like 18
yeah,
onagers I built, something like that.
what made you go onagers out of curiosity? Like you didn't go scholarship, you went sovereignty, right? So
Why would you not build onagers? Onagers are fantastic. I love
they are very
onagers.
good, yes. Until you run into someone with a horse, and then suddenly you're very sad. But yes,
Well,
so
yes. I mean, it was definitely a gamble because obviously with my with the Assyrian battering rams as well, which I was building as well, then yeah, that was
yeah.
very siege focused. So yeah, if you had chariots, I would have been crushed. But I guess you
Yeah, I
didn't.
probably should
So
have. I should have abandoned scholarship and gone chariots when I saw you were being aggressive. Instead, I was like, I really want scholarship. So
yeah, I think it's against Assyria. It's probably worth getting some horse units sooner rather than later.
yeah, I have libraries up, but no academies. And I think the nerfed line is now what 10, 20, 30. So it's not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
huge burst it was 20, 30, 50. I think so.
indeed, indeed. It doesn't really make
Yeah, maybe
too
not
much
worth
difference.
going anymore. So
Did you? I see you got three Medjay archers.
yes, you killed one, um, and the last one
So
just was produced this turn. So
yeah, not a huge amount. Did you? Were you trying to build more? I guess they're expensive wood wise, of course.
I was building them, and then I switched to chariots when I got spoked wheel. Yeah, I just didn't have the military production. You have champions as a huge amount of production. I don't think any of my cities is anywhere near your champion site. You're at 26 production. Um,
Didn't even look. It was
I think
yeah, full turning
my
round
best
at the
city is
end.
not got 20. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the other area where having a lot of cities helped. So I don't think many of my cities were great on production, but they I just had a lot of them, and they were all spamming out units.
yep,
Yeah, they built up.
yep. Yeah, I mean, going wide is always good. You have more things, more city queues. That's a constrained resource. So
But yeah, your economy wise is the other thing. 92 improvements compared to my 55. Now, of course, a lot of them were shrines, which helped a lot.
yeah.
But
Oddly,
yeah,
you had 26 workers to my 14, so I'm confused about that a little bit.
I think I had a build lead. Did we start with build leaders? Oh, we chose our archetypes at the start, so I
Yeah.
definitely chose a builder. I assume did you as well?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I always overbuild workers when I have a build leader because it just seems reasonable thing to do. But then I just never had the orders to do very much with them once I started with military moves.
Yeah. That's
Obviously,
true.
it was I needed to build this enormous road all the way across the map.
Yes. I mean, you
And
didn't need to, but yeah.
well, it was definitely helpful. Obviously, with the siege,
Yes. Yeah,
it wouldn't
absolutely.
have been feasible to transport them without a road. And then
Yep.
even with the road, moving them just took a lot of time and orders.
Yeah.
So
Trader Champions, I think the only Trader Champions combo is Axum, right? I think.
sounds right to me. Yeah,
Yeah. So that might be a strat there. Military production road, easy road building with traders. So
yeah, that would be quite a nice combo for a rush attack. Certainly, yeah. I was kind of thinking about using the water for transport, but I never
the
really
cities
leaned
there
into
they
that.
weren't very good, and like it was hard to like get down there. I also thought about like water transport a little bit, but like it would have been an enormous pain to like connect everything, and like everything's just far enough away from the coast that it's not really worth it.
Yeah, that's the thing. I suppose if you're producing units elsewhere, then you've got to get them down there to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the road worked quite nicely.
Yeah, I also built roads because I needed to defend. I panic built some roads. I think you can see there's an urban pathway from Amara to Naka entirely, and then roads there. But my production cities were right there, those three. So like everything was pretty close. I think I ended up building a little bit of a road at one point, like on that hill, just to connect or something, so that I could easily move units around. I'm surprised you went for Naka and not El Kuru, honestly, because like it would have been hard to um, defend that one, especially because you had hills you could put onagers on for extra range.
Yeah, so the reason I went to Naka, and this was very much a double-edged sword, is because of the forest. Because
Mm,
obviously you get a lot of protection from my onagers in forest, but also you had all your hunter, you had a lot of
yeah,
hunter
yeah, yeah.
slingers, and then you started putting medjays out as well. So I think we would have torn through each other a lot quicker if we hadn't been in forest, which might have worked out better for me, given that I had better training production. But I also had to actually get the units to the front line, so
Yeah.
swings around about. So I don't know if that was a good choice or not. I think it probably was because the you while I could put all of my units pretty much in the forest,
Yes.
you
I wanted to
couldn't.
chop that forest. I just could not. They didn't have tempo to do it. I really should have prioritized chopping it after you retreated.
Yeah,
Um,
such a common theme. It's not something that I think about until it's too late. But it's having forest in front of a city that gets attacked is horrible. You definitely want to deny cover as much as possible.
I did
But
chop some. Like this was a lot more
oh
forested if you
yes,
compare to your
yes,
mirror. I think the mirror city of this on your side, you'll see like
was it?
much more forest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one, right?
it's
Zala.
Zala. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I saw your worker coming out and dropping a fair bit, which is definitely helpful. But yeah, it's the
Yeah.
onager range, of course, makes that difficult to work. You need to
Yes,
get it all.
onagers. Yeah, I think I would have been fine had you attacked with non-onagers.
Yeah, well, obviously
Like,
that first attack, we were. I think I had a little bit more strength, but you had the hunter slingers, and you leveraged
yeah,
that quite well to make life difficult for me.
yeah, yeah. But I was bottled up at that point where I just couldn't expand, and like I also redirected all my eco. I did not have very many units when I first realized you were attacking, and tried to get as many as I could.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Which
I
to be
failed at
fair, was
that.
probably a good choice because you probably would have
Yeah,
just
but
died
I
otherwise.
think if I made one key mistake, it was I just didn't scout towards you early enough. I had very poor vision early. Just didn't prioritize it. Like it's always hard to find those orders for scouting, and
Hmm.
but they do pay back with landmarks and everything. So just misplay on my part, not scouting. I think I also went frugal instead of intelligence with my starting leader, and I did not like that. It really actually slows you down quite a bit. Um,
Can't I know I do quite like frugal. I'm trying to remember what I
I
took.
love
I
frugal,
took
but
affable by the
not
looks of
as the
it.
starting. Yeah, my guy was warlike, frugal, compassionate as the starting guy. So you took affable. Interesting.
Affable, yeah. Extra growth at the start, I think, is quite good. You get all your settlers and your workers out quicker. I think that helped with the. Obviously, I had quite a lot of military, and Assyria's
Yeah.
very good for pushing out with military and getting free crits, and then being able to back that up with settlers, fast settlers
Yeah,
from affable.
you didn't take ironworking until turn 58 or 59 or something, but you had early warriors. Were those just from clearing camps?
Yeah, yeah. I had
Oh man.
like two free warriors, I think, and yeah, which was also a problem for that initial attack. 'Cause I think pretty much all I had were those three warriors, and then a couple of slingers, and yeah, attacking into the forest around there when it was all still forest was just it was very hard. And then like
Yeah.
you killed like I think a warrior, and suddenly I've got problems.
But then you recruited one with civics, 400
Yes,
civics, and then
yes,
killed the next turn. So
which was ridiculous, a ridiculous waste. But as you said, it was
yeah,
annoying at least. So that's
it
most of the
was.
reason
Yeah,
for
no,
doing it.
I definitely. I mean, you kept me honest, right? You forced me to build much more military than I would have. I had to redirect my entire economy. I was probably being a little greedy in terms of running very light without scouting. So that was definitely a mistake. I just didn't expect the early attack. I was like, it's Kush, I'm going to be building up. But yeah, you were Assyria, which didn't matter, and I didn't have vision on the map. I was kind of hoping for a wall, which we didn't have, which we did in
Hmm.
our previous game, but this game, no. And of course, the hero general at the end, like, I did snipe him at one point, but like,
Yes,
yeah.
heroes still good, not quite as good as they used to be, but yeah, they can deal out some damage for sure.
And then, of course, your unique unit with the road network, very powerful, very hard for me to deal with it. I think I killed only one of them at one point.
Yeah, I mean,
Spears don't do that much.
I, I, I didn't have that many of them, right? Like, as you said, you killed
You had
one.
one or two,
I've
yeah.
got two more here, and I've got another one I think on its way. But they
Yeah,
didn't end up doing that much. They were quite nice in the forest there for being
yeah.
hard to kill. Uh, Yeah,
I
could have.
don't think I could have held this attack though. That's why I surrendered. Because like hero unit onagers in forest that I'm gonna like lose a ton of units to kill, right? Like all my unit, like your turn here, you're just gonna obliterate everything. Also, you're in the forest. I'm not because I've chopped my own forest. Oops. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess this horse could come in and probably have a field day with
yeah,
routing
I
along
saw
with
the
one
horse. I
splash.
saw the horse, and I was like, this is gonna be brutal. Um, and then also just my leader's doomed right now, so it's just like, well, that's just gonna be like rip. So
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's fair.
afraid,
It would definitely be very hard to come back from this, and
yeah.
by the time you're in a
And
position to do
your
so.
eco is coming online. Your cities are becoming developed, right?
Yes, I
You don't have to
finally.
attack. You don't
I've
have to attack. You can just park the onagers, and now 12 cities to 6 or 11 to 6, and it's like, well,
yeah, I finally got a decent amount of resource income.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely
interesting
should
game.
explore onagers more. I remember early 2 or 3 years ago, they were very meta. Those onager standoffs and everything.
Hmm.
But
I
they're
think
still strong.
that they are still strong. I mean, obviously, cavalry makes it hard to use them too effectively. But yeah, they're
If you protect them, though, like, yeah, they can be very strong. So,
yeah, good times. Well, is
yeah,
there
good
anything
times.
else we need to talk about? I guess is the question. Tech path. So yeah, were you was that your main concentration? You were focusing on scholarship.
Yeah, I went scholarship. So, yeah, it looks like you went sovereignty into machinery, and then,
Yeah, so I have
yeah,
machinery by
no
turn
citizenship. So,
49. Yeah, I was thinking about citizenship for a seventh law because I've got six up already, so that would have got me my siege towers. But I'm actually just taking hydraulics at the moment because ballistas, of course, would
it's
be
such a
absolutely
huge.
devastating.
Ballistas are great, and also mills are just such a huge eco multiplier.
Yeah,
Bottom of the tree is
yeah.
definitely a lot more interesting now with scholarship being tuned down a little bit. Um,
Hydraulics is good. Yeah, I mean, there certainly has been some discussion about whether hydraulics needs a nerf now as well, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen it played out
the
too
double
much.
crossbow card, if you get it early, can be really, really devastating.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, what can kill a crossbow early? Like,
Yeah, well, at least they don't get at least they don't get defense against melee now, so they only get a
that's
bonus
true.
attack. So they
But
are,
they are ranged, so sentinel crossbowmen are pretty terrifying. So,
yeah,
although I think the
true.
bonus card will have the Capitals family, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Maybe some fun hunter plays. So,
So yeah, definitely strong defensively.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, thanks for the game. I very much
Thank
enjoyed it,
you.
and
Absolutely.
yeah, looking forward to the next one. Hopefully.
Yep, yep. GG.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Take care.
Cheers, you too.
Cheers.